Hey, Eve, I got to look up Roland's numbers with Mr. Kenny. He claims he's a Hall of Famer. I'll give you an answer here in a couple of minutes. Here's Mr. Shine. Bruce, you take it away, buddy.
All right, Christopher. Hey, by the way, props to our research department. Did you know the Mariners and the Rays have consummated a dozen trades in the last 5 years? That's remarkable. Who would have ever thunk that? And speaking of which, Ryan Divish, our pal from the Seattle Post-Intelligencer, reporting that there could be another in the works. So let me pose this to you, Chris. Fair or foul, the Mariners should trade for Blake Snell.
And it's a good idea. Now, who does Tampa want back? It goes two ways. He's signed, decent contract. Who are the Mariners going to ship to Florida?
Yeah, he's got 3 years, $39 million left on the contract. As you just alluded to, they have a robust farm system, but you would think Tampa's going to want one of those two great outfield kids, whether it be Kelenic or Rodriguez. Maybe Justice Sheffield, who had I don't know if you're robbing Peter to pay Paul there, had a very nice year on the mound for the Mariners last year, but those were the names that I would think would be prominently bandied about. Potential trade.
Kelenic, I don't think they're going to. It sounds like Kelenic's going to be really a great player, and I think they enjoy the idea that they robbed the Mets to get Kelenic, so I think they're going to want to keep him. I'm not sure about the other kid, and you make a good point about Sheffield. Maybe they can make that trade. Yeah, Snell to Mariners, they need pitching, and that is something that I would consider. Big ballpark, he pitched well there, and he was very, very good at times in the postseason. I would make that trade. He's signed. The team is going to get better before you know it. I would make that trade if I was Seattle.
By the way, Snell is a Seattle native as well. All right, Chris, fair or foul. Toronto.
No, good one.
Yep. Toronto is a viable landing spot for one JT Realmuto.
Again, I'm going to say foul on this. I know everybody seems to think we're going to jump to Toronto. I don't think Toronto is an appealing destination right now. First off, you're going to spend half the year in Buffalo, most likely in 2021. That's the first thing. And I know the team is good, and they play for their country and everything else. But, if you're Realmuto and you can go stay with the Phillies or maybe even go to the Mets, you want to go to Toronto and deal with the Yankees? I don't think it is myself, so I will say foul for Realmuto. How's that?
All right, Chris, fair or foul. The White Sox will qualify for the postseason in consecutive years for the first time in franchise history in 2021.
I think that's very fair. I think that I'd expect them to, because I expect them to make some moves here in the offseason with some more pitching. They need another starter in the absolute worst way. I think that they will do that. We have discussed that an awful lot with the older owner and the older manager. So I think that the White Sox in that division is not impossible. I would expect the White Sox to have a good chance to make the postseason in 2021. I think you would agree.
I do. I was blown away by the fact, by the way, 1900 the franchise has been around since. They've never made the playoffs in consecutive years. That